What is going on, my super sandwiches? Robson here, along with ZZ Toasty. Get burnt.
Hey, I'm here. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I notice every time I do a video with you, I always like accidentally say your slogan. It's just because I'm so used to like.
I thought you did that on purpose.
No, it just happens so naturally.
Oh,
because
so
like you say it so naturally every time you video, it's like ZZ Toasty get burnt. Like it's so naturally like.
I get so much hate mail about it, so I'm glad you like it at least.
No, it's cool. I don't know why people don't like it. It's awesome. I like it. Toasty, what are we talking about today?
I don't fucking know. You didn't tell me nothing. You just brought me in the Skype call.
You
You're like,
hey,
we're making a video, man. Just come on. Let's just do this video.
You had a time. You called me. You're like, hey, Rabs, let's make a video. And I was like, all right, let's do it. What are we going to talk about? You're like, I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Nah, I literally just called Toasty on Skype. I was like, yo, let's do a video. And he was like, what? I was like, don't worry about it. We're just going to hit record. We're just going to talk. And he was like, about what? Like, just don't worry about it. Today, we're going to talk about DLC. Because, I mean, first of all, I want everyone to check out Toasty's rant on DLC a couple days ago because it was actually really, really good. I will link it in the description below. But essentially, what I'm going to talk about is just DLC and basically my thoughts over DLC for Xenoverse and why it's actually a good thing, which is funny because I'm the most anti-DLC person in the history of DLC. I absolutely hate it. However, what I will point out, as I've said before in the past, DLC can both be bad and good. In Xenoverse's case, it's actually really, really good because, whoa, I'm all burpy right now. It's going to prolong the lifespan of the game. If you remember Fallout, Fallout was one of the best games to handle DLC because they gave us a game, and like a month later they started releasing DLC packs that also added a lot more fun content to the game, which made it a lot more fun over the course of a year. They released expansion packs like every month for like, it was like $15 I think, and it was just a lot of fun. And the thing is about that DLC is they built it after the game, so it's like you get the developer team that gets together to make the actual game, and then they give us, the final product, and then it's like, let's just keep developing on it, and if people want to get some more stuff, they can. And that's essentially what's happened with Xenoverse. Like, everything they gave us so far is the main game, and now it's like, now that they have more freedom, more time to complete, go back and, add more stuff, that's what we're going to do. Now, I know a lot of people have pointed out the fact that this might be on this DLC. It's actually not. Even though certain files were found in the past, in the beta files, for example, containing like the GT content, like that actually essentially selling right now, it's actually not on this DLC. I mean, there's files, but they're not complete. So it's like, now that we're doing this, is they're going back, they're taking what they kind of like, the foundation they kind of built, and they're actually completing it. So what we're going to get later is actually stuff made after the game. So it's like, why should we not pay for that? I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to get it for free, but at the same time, it's like, they're actually working on this. Like, they're not just like, making a pizza for us and they're taking away the toppings and saying, hey, if you want the toppings, you have to unlock it. They're actually, they're giving us pizza, and now they're offering us breadsticks, a drink, cake, whatever. Like, they're giving us stuff after the actual entree, and that's why it's good. Right?
I just want to say, like, honestly, for those of you who are saying, oh, yeah, man, it should be free DLC, man. Why did they ask you for $25, man? Why? Aren't they rich enough already?
$25 is a good price. It's a good price.
If you're part of a gaming company and you finished your game, let's say you were part of DIMS right now. You finished Dragon Ball Xenoverse, because they're finishing Dragon Ball Xenoverse right now, because it comes out in the beginning of February in Japan. Let's say you finish. You work the entirety of the month of February. Are you really gonna be like, yeah, dude, I'm not expecting any pay for this? What are you talking about?
I did that for free. I did that for free. Let me tell you about gaming companies. So gaming companies don't have real salaries usually. What they do, they have small salaries, but the way gaming companies pay the developers is actually if the game sells. So essentially, and the reason why they do this is to make sure that the game is of quality. So it's like, if a game doesn't sell, the developers don't really make that much money. So it's like, the developers have to actually spend some time in making good quality games so they can get paid off the royalties later. That's like the big fiasco that happened with Modern Warfare 2, I believe it was, where Activision just did not want to pay Infinity Ward, and they were like, what the hell, like, bruh, like, for real? So it's like, this DLC is not bad. And the other thing is, here's the other beautiful thing. If you don't want it, don't buy it.
Seriously. Don't
buy it. But the thing is the DLC about this, and this is why I'm like kind of excited about this DLC, because at first I thought we were just going to get characters or costumes or whatever. I never buy costumes, ever. I might buy costumes in Street Fighter 4 because like the newest pack that they released looked kind of cool, but I never buy costumes ever because like whatever, I don't need costumes. And I usually don't ever buy characters unless it has like an actual pack. Like I didn't buy the Bowser character packs because there's only one character per pack, which I thought was stupid. Like if I pay for characters, I want like a pack of characters, like 2 or 3 or 4 or something like that. With this DLC, we're getting characters, we're getting costumes, moves, and we're getting side quests and main quests, which means they're actually expanding the main quest of the game as well. Like, they're really prolonging the game. Like, why would you not want it? You know? And most season passes are usually like $50, so it's like $25 is whatever. And the other thing is if you only want to buy one pack, then just buy one, $10, you know, whatever. You know, if you don't want to get the Jackal and Master Roshi pack, don't get it. Just get the first pack or get the second pack. Like, you don't have to buy the packs. Like, that's the beauty of season passes or DLC is if you want DLC, you can get it. If you don't get it. And that's the reason why DLC exists. Now, the DLC that I hate is why my voice just like died right there. The DLC that I hate is stuff like in Assassin's Creed, where Assassin's Creed, they literally took out like chapter 7 and 8 of all the games. Like, hey, if you want to buy this, you have to download it. I think that's stupid. But this is literally bonus content. Bonus content. It's like
people just don't understand. Like, when we say that GT was never planned for Xenoverse, it was never planned to happen for Xenoverse. They were only going to do just Z. That was it.
Yeah, and like I said, I know a lot of you guys might point out the fact that GT content was found on the disc. I mean, on the beta files again. It wasn't meant to be released. That's the thing. Like, that was just kind of like there. It's like, yeah, in case you want to experiment. Essentially like this. It's like, we'll build the foundation of it, and if we have time, we'll complete it. But the fact that, you know, time ran out, the big focus is getting the main out. If we do stuff after that, it's bonus stuff. That's how it is. Like, the GT content is not essential to the story. It's not essential to most people because a lot of people don't even like GT. So it's like, it's just extra content to those who want it. And that's why it's good. The other thing you have to think about is with the GT content, they're giving us the main characters. Like, we're getting Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we're getting Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta if you pre-order it.
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Omega Shenron, Super 17. Like, they're already in the game.
They're in the game. Like,
the only three are two. First of all, GT Trunks was never in a game ever. He was never in a Dragon Ball Z game.
That's like, cool. I don't even like GT Trunks, but
yeah,
like the point is like they're giving us the cool stuff and they're giving us the extra stuff if we want it. So it's like, you know, should you get it? It's up to you. I personally am going to get it. Toasty's going to get it. You know why? Because we want to play more of the game. We want to play extra content. Like, we want to, you know, like, first of all, like, we're already pretty much sold in the game. We like the game. We know it's going to be good. We played it. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed the beta. So it's like, I don't mind paying the extra money for the developers' hard work because you know, they did a great job with this game, and I'm going to play it as long as I can. I'm going to basically get all the packs. Like, I am fully supportive of this game.
Yeah.
Now, that's pretty much it.
Well, I mean, like, the only thing I just want to say is that, like, obviously them announcing this before the game came out is kind of dumb, a little bit. I mean, I think that they should have waited until the game actually came out, at least in Japan, to announce this, because it, like, a lot of people, like, I saw a video earlier today, and it's like he made a good point saying that they do kind of make it seem like they are putting this in and then they're like taking away content that's already in the game just because the game isn't out yet. Obviously, that's not what is happening, but by them announcing this prior to the game even releasing in one country makes it seem like they're taking content out of the game just to sell it. Because if the game came out in Japan, then people would be like, okay, so the full game's in Japan and now this is extra. But now that they announced this beforehand, it's making a lot of people think that this is cut off content.
At the same time, going off of what you said in your video, it's like DLC is kind of expected with every single game nowadays. It's like so part of the gaming culture that it's like, it's kind of stupid to assume there won't be DLC. So it's like, I already figured there was going to be... I mean, they said there was going to be DLC a long time ago. Like, they said it a long time ago that they wanted to do DLC. And I remember they wanted to do a lot of DLC with Battle Z too, but it just didn't really work out because that game just...
Don't you find it funny how people in Battle of Z, which is like so much worse than Xenoverse, I can't even like fathom, but like those characters were $2
Battle Z each. Battle Z is a perfect example of fuckboy DLC because Vegito and freaking Bardock are in the game. Getting Xenoverse is the complete opposite. Opposite.
So you're telling me, like, for one character, one singular character in a game where every character plays the same, just with different power levels, you're telling me that's more worth it than buying a pack with multiple story missions for GT, 3 GT characters, and a bunch of costumes for your critic character as well as moves for your critic character, but this is a ripoff, but that is fine?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, again, if you guys don't want the terrible, and then you got Xenoverse DLC, which is the right way to do it. So it's like, I'm perfectly okay with it. I'm going to get it.
Yeah. I'm getting it too. It's like, I like GT a little bit, so I'm sorry, kids that don't have the money to do this. Well, do a job, work like
Do a
mow
job.
some lawns, shovel some snow, do something. I mean, like, it's
Let me tell
$10 and it's not going away. It's not gonna be like, oh man, yeah, this DLC is going away.
YouTubers will probably do giveaways. Like we're all like connected
Yeah.
with Bandai Namco more and more. And childhood. When I was a kid, I didn't have any money at all. And I remember I really wanted a PlayStation 2 more than anything. And that was back when it was like $300, but I was 11. It's like $300 for an 11-year-old is crazy money. What did I do? I shoveled snow when we had like a terrible snowstorm. I remember it was like a blizzard. It was like 6 to 8 inches of snow. It was a lot of snow. I shoveled snow from 9 a.m. until like 4 o'clock that day, like all day, and I earned my money and I bought a PS2.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, the victory! It felt so great.
like if you really, really want it, and if you can't pay for it, then work, do something. Like I was able to do it when I was younger,
Yeah,
with
but it's
school and
also
everything too. It's like,
And also at the same time, again, it's not part. It's like an essential to the game. Like, and also if you want to get it later, get it later. Like, it's not required in the game, so it's not that bad. That's the other thing.
it's only 3 characters that you're losing out on. One of them that has never been in a DBZ game before, and another one of them that people don't even usually care about in GT at all. The other one is Kid Goku, and a lot of people don't like Kid Goku either. A lot of people hate
Well,
that.
it's not. But again, not the most important part is not the fact that we're getting characters, because we can remake characters. The more important part about this game is the fact that we're getting more campaigns. Like, that's what I'm excited about most. Like, more cutscenes, more like that. That thing is cool. That part is cool.
If you also notice, they also even put like Goku's GT outfit. Like he was in like the earlier build. Remember, that was back when we were like speculating about GT being in the game, since because of that. That's in the game. That part's in the game, like the GT Goku clothing. So I don't see any issue. Like, I don't know.
And before you can just recreate all these characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to say something else, but I completely forgot. What was it? I don't remember. But that's pretty much all I want to say. Like, DLC is a good thing. It's a good thing in this case.
Yeah.
Again, you have bad DLC like in Battle Z, where they literally take it out of the game, and then you have good stuff like Xenoverse, like Fallout, like Skyrim. Like there is such thing as good DLC.
Yeah, they are working like for the entire month of February, because the game's releasing in February, in the beginning of February for Japan. So that's when the game is done.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, the game as of today is finished officially.
It's now finished.
Development is finished. Localization and dubbing is still kind of like being finalized for us, but the game is done. The final build of the game is out. Well, it's not out, but like you can play it if you go to like Bandai Namco's HQ and stuff.
Which is why you're going. But yeah, so yeah, just the game is done. They're working the entire month of February, especially like the rest of January, for this DLC, making all of this as well. I just think that it looks cool, and I'm gonna buy it because I have the money and I can do that. So I just, that's all I gotta really say.
And the last thing I was gonna say is I mean, that's basically all I want to say. But the last thing I want to say is, since the game is coming out, us DBZ tubers want to do tournaments and stuff. So I'm not really sure how the tournament works yet, so I'm gonna play around with it first. But we definitely want to like organize like Tenkaichi Budokais with subscribers and stuff. So if you get into PS4, that's where me and Toasty. Well, Toasty's getting like on everything just because
I'm getting on PS4, PS3, and PC. So.
Yeah, so he's getting it on all the PlayStation and PC consoles, but well, PC consoles, PlayStation consoles and PC. But if you guys get it on Sony consoles and I guess PC, look out for when we do these tournaments, because it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything.
That's everything, pretty much. Make sure you check out Toasty in the description below. And yeah, make sure you punch that like button if you enjoyed this video, if you're excited for the game, if you can't wait to play it in a couple of days, if you can't wait to enter these tournaments and all this stuff, not really fast. I have no idea what I just said. I think that's probably English, but we'll see you guys in the comment section below.
Yep. Peace.
Peace.